talking about food. Now, I imagine most of you, if you're here, you already know my philosophy on food. I focus on whole, organic, real foods. That's what I eat. Now, I thought this was a great opportunity to show you guys a typical grocery haul for me. And the things I look for, the way I think about food, the way I think about building my meals, the things I buy, all of that good stuff. So here we are. I'm going to start over here with the protein because I always build my meal around the protein. The animal protein is the center point for any meal that I make for myself or my family members, friends, anybody that comes over for a meal. The focal point, the centerpiece is going to be the meat. Now, based on your size, I think it's great if you can get anywhere from 20 to 25 grams of protein to 50 to 60 grams of protein per meal. For me, I'm 255 pounds. I'm looking to get at least 50 grams of protein in each meal. So what we have here, I'm going to take you through some of my basic philosophy. So here, really awesome. This is from the farmer's market. Now, anytime you can get to the farmer's market, you can purchase as local products, produce, and protein as you can possibly find. Get to your farmer's market. This meat comes from the meat truck at our local farmer's market. It's grass-fed, grass-finished. Always what I'm looking for whenever I'm buying meat, whether it's at the farmer's market or at the grocery store. Another great thing about this, they combine the ground beef with liver. So they grind up the liver, add that in. It's more nutrient dense. It's also really delicious. It takes out that harsh, earthy taste that the liver can have. You don't even notice it. Great for making burgers, chili, soup, stews, all kinds of good stuff. Ground beef. I'm always getting the ground beef. If you can get it at your farmer's market, even better. So then the next tier, I would say, this is ground beef from our grocery store. This is 85% lean, 15% fat, 100% organic, grass-fed, grass-finished. If I'm getting beef, I'm looking for grass-fed. If it says grass-finished, even better. Always organic. Organic doesn't even really mean that much these days, but it's better than conventional. In this brand, it says right here, organic is non-GMO and more, which is a good thing. We always want non-GMO, genetically modified, frankenfoods. You don't want to eat those. It's just why? Our body wasn't built to digest these things that were made in a lab. It was meant to digest foods that were birthed out of nature, whether they sprung from the ground or were birthed out of their mother. So ground beef, grass-fed, 100% organic. I don't worry too much about the fat content. Remember, fat is good. Fat is healthy. We don't get fat by eating fat. We get fat by eating excess amounts of processed sugar. Bad sugar equals fat that we don't want on our body. So keeping that simple. Organic grass-fed ground beef, always good. Chicken. Lately, been a big fan of chicken thighs. Love chicken thighs. You know, there's a lot out there on chicken. Chicken can feel dicey for whatever reason. Now, the reason why most Americans have this weird, contorted idea about the cleanliness of chicken is for good reason. In the past, chicken is processed in these factories. Not only is it really important to know what the feed is, so this is Mary's free range organic chicken, air chilled. I suppose if you can find pasture raised chicken, that's the best. This is chicken raised with no antibiotics ever. There's no preservatives. It's fed a vegetarian diet, which can mean a whole slew of things. It's gluten-free, no added hormones. This is certified humane, raised and handled USDA organic. Air chilled is the key component here. Air chilled. And always with any of this stuff, guys, we're doing the best we can. Okay, we're doing the best we can with what we have. So you want to go local first, then organic. You can find biodynamic or regenerative farmed foods. That's fantastic. Can be hard to find at your local grocery store. Maybe if you've got a cool natural health food store somewhere by you, those are always awesome. I love checking those out anytime I'm visiting a new place. And so chicken, been really loving chicken lately. Mary's Organic, always good. It's about as good as you can find. The air chilled component. So one of the reasons why I think a lot of Americans have this really distorted sense around chicken is because of how it's been processed. Now, the air chilled part of it becomes really important when you learn that in the past, chicken, how it was processed, it's put on these conveyor belts and they do all sorts of things to it. And at the end of the conveyor belt, it's dropped into this giant container of ice cold water where the chicken is chilled. And it sits in there. And in that vat of water is all kinds of shit. Chicken shit, literally, bacteria, all kinds of microbial nonsense that we do not want our food to be in contact with. So these are air chilled, which means it's not dropped in to a container full of raw chicken with God knows what else in it, but it's blasted with cold air to chill it before they package it. Okay, so that's something to look for. Air chilled, I always go with the air chilled. Free range organic, about as good as it gets on that. I love the chicken thighs, love the dark meat over the chicken breasts. Always a good option. Lunch, dinner, you can prep these early in the week. Food preparation is a great way to save yourself time and give yourself nutritious, nourishing meals throughout the week. So that's my meat. Thinking about the meat, my meat. Always going organic. Grass-fed, grass-finished is the best. Go, if you got a great meat tent, meat truck, meat cart at your local farmer's market, get your meat there. That's always the best option. Also for snacking, I love sardines. These are wild sardines, packed in extra virgin olive oil, organic. Now, we'll get more into this in a minute, but when you're getting these packaged foods, super critical to read the labels. Okay, always. You got to read the ingredients list. These sardines, Wild Planet, is about as good as it gets. Scale-free, sustainably caught in the North Pacific. When you're going with fish, really crucial to get your fish wild. Farm-raised fish has all sorts of issues. They're fed genetically modified feed. There's parasites. There's all kinds of issues with the farm-raised fish. So go wild caught as often as possible. These sardines are literally wild sardines and extra virgin olive oil. There's some salt, a little bit of water. That's it. Keep it simple. You want to be able to name and recognize every ingredient that's in the foods that you're purchasing. So I love wild sardines here and there. They're a great snack, nutrient dense, packed with protein and minerals. Super good, love those. Now, a quick blip, since it's here, and we're talking about the packaged foods, I was gifted this chocolate chip cookie mix. Now, I don't eat stuff like this. Once in a blue moon, I'll have a sweet. If you're going to eat this type of stuff, which can be fun and great, fun for the whole family, great to do with your kids, all that sort of stuff, especially around the holidays, go for the ones with the minimal ingredients, the cleanest ingredients, okay? So first of all, these are vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, no refined sugar. That's a big deal. The full ingredients list for these: organic cassava flour. If you have a gluten intolerance or just gluten in general makes you feel shitty like it does for me, anytime I have any processed carbohydrate that's wheat derived, that's got gluten in it, I feel inflamed, brain fog, depression, achy in my joints, all kinds of issues that I don't have time to deal with. So I stay away from anything that has gluten in it. I'm gluten-free all the way. So this cookie mix here, it's organic cassava flour. Cassava is great. You can find siete tortillas and chips. They use cassava flour. It's a fantastic alternative. Organic coconut sugar, organic tapioca flour, organic chocolate, coconut sugar, cocoa solids, cream of tartar, arrowroot powder, another great gluten-free alternative for baking stuff, and baking soda. So when you're going for something sweet, a fun treat for the family, cookies, brownies, pancakes, there's a lot of great alternatives out there that have clean, natural ingredients that'll keep you and your loved ones feeling good and enjoying a little bit of a pleasurable food. So a little note on that. I'm always a fan. When in my keto days, I would eat macadamia nuts by the fistful. I've evolved out of that phase. However, I've come back to, I like some nuts. I like some seeds here and there. It's a good thing to add in. They're convenient, especially if you're traveling, if you're super active during the day. It's great to have something that you can just grab a handful of, throw them in your mouth, feel like you satisfy your hunger pang, and get on with it. So I've been really digging pistachios. I always go raw. There's definitely a time I was doing the roasted and salted. There's a lot of issues with that. There can be a lot of issues with that, specifically what oils are they using when they roast these things. So safest bet, go for the raw. These are raw pistachio nut meats, literally just pistachios, good fat content. So if you're gonna go with nuts, go with raw nuts. Good healthy fats, good protein. You could add these to salads, smoothies. You could eat them on the go. Just a nice thing to have in the pantry. Continuing in the seed realm. So like I said, there was a time when I was eating these things a lot more than I am now. These days, I love to throw some shelled hemp seeds into my salads. I love them in smoothies. If I ever make a bowl or have yogurt, do something like that, adding hemp seeds to it. Super good omega complex. High in protein, great fats, good for the heart, good for the body, great for your overall well-being. Super nutrient dense. If you're gonna go seeds, go organic, go raw. I love hemp seeds. I will also do chia seeds here and there. That's really high in omega-3s and can balance out if you're overextended in the 6s and 9s. Having chia seeds and hemp seeds can rebalance you in the omega-3s. So that's really good. Another great addition. Good thing to have in the pantry. Add it to salads, smoothies, all that type of stuff. Convenient, easy. So we're in the fat realm, talking about fats. Whatever you do, stay away from vegetable oils. Stay away from processed oils. Stay away from canola, sunflower, rapeseed. It's just no good for you. These are highly processed. So you think about how much your body is made up of a lot of lipids. There's a lot of fat content in your body. Your cells, the membranes, are actually made of fat. There's a lot of fat involved in your tissues. And so when you're eating highly processed fats, oils, all of that stuff, hydrogenated, highly processed, you're basically giving your body poor material for regenerating cells, which leads to all sorts of issues like skin cancer and disease, inflammation, all of that stuff. It leads to poor functioning of the cells on the microscopic level, on the molecular level. Your building materials are of poor quality. So when you're looking at oils and fats, you always want to go for the highest quality natural sources available. I'm a big fan of extra virgin olive oil. I always go organic. I always go cold pressed. Now, there's a weird thing. I haven't ever come across it, but I've seen this posted by various wellness nutritionists that I follow, where if you're not careful, certain olive oils, when you look in the ingredients, they say olive oil blend with sunflower oil or blend with canola oil. Never. You don't want to get that. So you got to make sure when you read the ingredients, this is certified organic extra virgin olive oil. That's it. That's all there is here. I really like olive oil. Good for salads. If you're going to cook with it, it should be a lower temperature, medium temperature cooking. Doesn't do well in the high heat, starts to really break down. But I love a good olive oil on salads. That's a great option. Always have some good olive oil handy. My favorite fat on the planet is butter. Undoubtedly, I always go the grass-fed Kerrygold. This is grass-fed butter. It's with salt. You've got enzymes in here. It's another good thing about the Kerrygold brand. Now, dairy in general, I'm usually looking for raw. If I can't find raw, then I go with organic. If it's pasteurized dairy, you want to look that they've added in the cultures and the enzymes. So that gives you some of that good stuff for digestion, for the gut biome, puts it back in. When you pasteurize dairy, it wipes out everything, all the good stuff and the bad stuff. The bacteria, the enzymes, all the stuff. We need that stuff for a healthy gut biome. So when you're going with dairy, to ensure that you're not just ingesting dead mucus, you want to make sure, if it's pasteurized, that they're adding in some enzymes and some cultures back into the product so that it gives you what you need for your digestion. So butter is my favorite fat. I cook with it, put it on just about anything and everything. Potatoes usually end up being, I don't have any potatoes, which I eat here and there. If you like your carbs, you like getting your carbs in. I don't have any on this table here. But potatoes are always good. Great vehicle for butter. White rice, sweet potatoes. Those are the three main carbs that I eat. Right now I'm also on a pasta kick. And these are green lentil rotini. So this is a great brand. Tolerant. This is organic green lentil rotini, made with one ingredient, no major allergens. 11 grams of fiber, 25 grams of plant-based protein. Look, whatever the carnivore people want to say, whatever all the keto, all of these things, look, we're doing the best we can, and you want to also enjoy life. Like, food is to be enjoyed. We want to strike that balance, nourishing our body and enjoying food. We live on this planet, in this day and age where there's so much good food to be enjoyed. Food should be enjoyed. And so if you feel like you want to eat a pasta, eat a fucking pasta. Eat a pizza, for Christ's sakes. Just look for the cleanest ingredients available. Do the best you can, always. Look for organic. Look for as few processed ingredients as you can find. And so pasta right now, I'm liking this one. This is this green lentil pasta. No peanuts, no dairy, no sesame, no fish or shellfish, no tree nuts, no egg, no soy, no wheat or gluten. Literally, when you read the ingredients, organic green lentil flour. So we're seeing a theme here. Anytime you're looking at a packaged good, a boxed food, look at the ingredients. You want simple, things you recognize, things you can pronounce, things you can name, things that you know. Okay? Outside of that, You don't want to put it in your body. There's no business for chemicals or processed ingredients in your body. There's just no room for it. You don't need it. It creates chaos in your system. Chemical chaos literally is created by consuming these lab-made products. So lately I've been into pasta. Literally the last 2 days, been craving pasta. My daughter wanted to make pasta the other night. We made it. We use this great pasta. It's green lentil flour. That's it. Super clean, super easy to digest, high in protein, low in fiber, and calorically low. There's a low glycemic index on these. So I do best with that. Once again, like I said, I go gluten-free, everything. Do not consume any conventional wheat or wheat flour, anything like that. Anything with gluten in it, I stay far away from it. That's what works best for me. So let's move into the fruits and the veggies. Sorry, before we get to that, back on the dairy. The raw dairy, I'm always looking for the raw dairy. Go pasteurized. If it's pasteurized, you want to look for enzymes and cultures added back in. I do love cheese. Parmesan Reggiano. This is the king of cheeses. This is a Grana Padano Parmesan cheese. This is always raw. Parmesan is always raw. It's a great option. It's a hard cheese as well. Hard cheeses are usually, if you have an issue with dairy or lactose intolerance, you want to look for raw because you got the enzymes, you got the good cultures in there. But the hard cheese is also something about them, whatever that might be. It's usually easier on the people who struggle with dairy, less mucousy, all of that stuff. So Parmesan, love to have a good Parmesan. Keep that in the fridge. Great for salads. Great for on the side with some chicken thighs or some protein, doing something simple. It's always a good thing to have in the fridge. Love Parmesan and other raw cheeses. Okay, so moving into fruits and veggies. Once again, if you've got a farmer's market, get there. Go to the farmer's market. Keep it as local as you can possibly do. If you don't have a farmer's market that you have access to, then you're looking organic, regenerative farmed goods. Okay, then when we're talking about fruits and vegetables, we want to think about what's seasonal. The season of the year that you're in, what are the fruits and the veggies that are proliferating during that time of year? Now, some things that are staples for me, I love carrots. Love to have carrots around. There's all sorts of great recipes and some really cool hormone hacks when you're doing like a raw carrot salad. Great for getting rid of excess estrogen for us men and women, to both. There's a lot of issues that happen when we're walking around with excess estrogen, which is a byproduct. Excess estrogen is a byproduct of that chemical chaos we were talking about, where we're eating too many processed foods, not getting good enough sleep, drinking too much alcohol, taking too many pharmaceutical medications. We're totally out of whack hormonally. We're over-adrenalized, all of that stuff. A raw carrot salad with literally just lemon, salt, and coconut oil, and maybe some apple cider vinegar is a great way to get rid of excess estrogen and bring your body into hormonal balance. Amazing. Miracle of nature. So I love to have carrots around. Great to snack on, great for salads, all sorts of good stuff. Throw them in stews, soups, all of that. Love carrots. Arugula is my go-to leafy green. I love arugula. It always seems to do the best in my digestion. Great flavor. I love the texture. Organic arugula is what I do primarily when I'm going with the leafy greens. My next favorite is the baby lettuce mix. Also, I love butter lettuce. I love romaine. I generally stay away from kale. I don't really like spinach either. I like cooked spinach. I don't really like raw spinach. That's just my preference. It's what I found over the years. Kale also has some weird things happen for me digestion-wise. You can look up tons of stuff out there about, why kale's no good or why it's great. Whatever works for you. This is my message to you is food is medicine. Tune into your body. Take time. Be mindful about what you're eating and how it's making you feel. You might be eating all the healthy foods and you still might feel like shit. So there's something going on there. You are very unique. Your biology is very unique. Your ancestry is very unique. Where you come from is very unique and specific to you. So eat in accordance with what makes you feel alive and energized. Okay? So leafy greens. I love arugula. Baby lettuce mix is good. Also love butter lettuce. Love romaine. Those are always good. Green onions. Love green onions. Great for salads. Great for topping on rice or baked potatoes. Always good to have in the fridge. Love good green onions. Just slice them up nice and thin. Organic radishes. I'm a big fan of radishes. Radishes have a lot of good enzymes going on. Great for digestion. These are really excellent to have around. I'm a big fan. Snack on them, have them in salads. Right here, we've got your Italian parsley. Parsley, great for metal detox. This is just super refreshing flavor for your salads. For, once again, topping on your rice or baked potatoes, all of that stuff. Parsley, awesome. Love it. Always have it around. Cucumbers, great. A lot of water in cucumbers. Great for hydration. Good for the blood. Good for digestion. Good for your metabolism. Cucumbers, big one. Love to have those around. Great for salads, snacking, all that good stuff. Always have some avocados. Avocados, about the healthiest fat you could possibly ingest. Love it as a side. I will frequently have a meal of protein and sliced avocado, maybe drizzled with a little olive oil and sea salt and lemon. Never misses. Good avocados, great to have around, always. Citrus, lime and lemon in particular, I always have around. Go organic as much as possible in the morning. Every morning, I start with a glass of water, salt, and a squeeze of half a lime, juice of half a lime. This is great to get your digestive system turned on, to clear out that stagnation that happens over the course of a night's sleep. Great for cleaning the blood, great for your liver and kidneys, great for your digestive juices. I always start my day with lime water and a little bit of pinch of salt. And then lime and lemon in general, fantastic for salads, fantastic for electrolytes, hydration, all of that stuff. I have them around always. They're a staple. Onions, I love onions. Yellow, white, red, add them to salads, grill them, saute them, have them on the side with your protein. Always a good thing to have around. Plenty of health benefits, great for detox, and just tasty. I love onions. Seasonally, right now we're in the fall. Squash is big. Love a good spaghetti squash. If you have a really hard time with the carbohydrates, pasta included, but you want to have pasta, you want to have spaghetti, spaghetti squash is a great alternative. Take this thing, you could cut it in half or bake it whole till you could poke it with a fork. Cut it open, scrape out the squash. It looks literally like spaghetti. It's fantastic with butter, salt, garlic, olive oil, tomato sauce, whatever you want to do it with. That's a great thing to have. I like all kinds of squash. Pumpkin, spaghetti squash. I love acorn squash. It's all great roasted. Love it. Right now, we're at the end of fall. I guess we're in winter now. Apples, I've really had a craving, been on a big apple kick lately. I'm on a quest to find the perfect apple. I love these Honeycrisp apples, always go organic. I have not seen it yet. However, it feels worth mentioning. There is this weird new technology called A-Peel, A-P-E-E-L, and there will be a sticker on fruit that is using A-Peel. A-Peel is a GMO crop laboratory company owned by Bill Gates, and they're using this technology, which is essentially hydrogenated soybean oil, another one you want to stay the fuck away from. No soybean oil. It's horrible for you. Creates inflammation, disease in the body, all sorts of bad things. So they take hydrogenated soybean oil, other vegetable oils, and they create this coating for the molecules on this to repel pests and to do all sorts of things they're claiming need to happen. I don't know why the scientists can't figure out that Mother Nature just does it best on her own. But so, something to look out for when you're buying your fruits. This A-Peel bullshit. Stay away from it. If it's got that sticker on it that says A-Peel, don't buy it. Apples, I love them. They're fantastic right now. I like the Honeycrisp. I'm on the quest to find the perfect apple. Get what you like. A little tip that I learned from my father. When you're looking at apples, you'll notice that some of them have this sheen to them. They look really shiny. And what those apples have been through is they've been coated in this wax. This is different from the A-Peel thing. This is literally the fruit has been coated in a wax to make it look more appealing. You want to look for the apples that look like they're more natural. They look more matte finish. Okay, that means they're free of that waxy coating. Organic apples, awesome. I love organic navel oranges. These are great for juicing. Also a great snack. You can slice them up. Love to be able to peel these with your hands. Love a good orange. These are the things that are alive for us right now. We always have some good bananas. Bananas, the ultimate life hack, smoothie hack. Get yourself some bananas, peel them, cut them up, put them in the freezer. Now you've got the epic foundation for the best smoothies of your life. We do banana smoothies with protein powder. I like this lately. I like this Truvani protein powder. It's by the Food Babe. The Food Babe is one of the OGs in organic food awareness, industrial food awareness. She's fucking gotten a lot of mainstream conventional companies in order, taking out a whole bunch of harmful ingredients. She's the best. I highly recommend checking her out. Came across her like 10, 15 years ago when I was still in the NFL. She was really this pivotal character, pivotal voice in bringing my awareness to the importance of organic foods and reading the labels of everything you're consuming. But she has a great protein powder called Truvani. It's plant-based, 20 grams of protein per. It's got pea protein and hemp protein, a blend of a handful of plant protein. You know with her, you're getting a clean product. I usually love whey. It's hard to find a good grass-fed whey that's not loaded with a bunch of other stuff. So lately I've been liking that. But the most epic smoothie you'll ever have is frozen bananas, peanut butter, protein powder, a little bit of almond milk or raw milk, raw dairy milk, raw cow milk, raw goat milk if you've got it. Make yourself an epic banana peanut butter ice cream smoothie. It's fantastic. So I highly recommend always have yourself some bananas. Great for on the go, easy, simple, good. Another thing I love to have around is bone broth. Always good to have bone broth. Great for if you make rice. Use bone broth as the fluid, as the liquid. Great to just warm up and have on its own. Super nutrient dense, great for ligaments, tendons, joint health, great for your digestive health. Bone broth is something that's fantastic. Always keep it around. Look at the ingredients as always. This is water, organic beef broth, organic vegetable broth, which is carrots, organic celery, organic onions, sea salt, and organic onion powder. This you can find at Trader Joe's. There's a lot of good stuff at Trader Joe's. You just got to be sure to read the packaging. Okay? Now, something I've had over here on the side, check it out. We've got jarred, pitted, green olives and oil. Sounds good, right? Sounds pretty simple. What could be bad about it? Then let's look at the ingredients. Pitted green olives, water, salt, citric acid, acidifier, which we want to be careful with citric acid because just about all citric acid is genetically modified. Dehydrated garlic, ascorbic acid, again, another GMO. Sunflower oil, there it is, the bad oil. These things are just soaked in bad oil. So you take something that's like, what could be wrong with a jar of green olives and oil? Well, then you look at the ingredients and you realize that there's a highly processed sunflower vegetable oil in this thing that your body does not digest well. It leads to all sorts of inflammation and issues. We want to stay away from this, okay? So super important to always read the ingredients list. I've got another one over here. We've got a jar of marinated grilled artichoke halves. Once again, what could be wrong? It's just artichokes, right? Look at the ingredients. Artichoke, sunflower oil, second ingredient. So this stuff has been soaking for God knows how long, probably months and months, in this highly processed vegetable oil that creates inflammation and all sorts of other issues. It's hard to break down. Your body doesn't know what to do with it, can't digest it. And once again, a seemingly harmless, maybe even healthy product, just marinated artichoke hearts, and it's turned into something that's completely inedible with the ingredients on it. So always look at the ingredients list. And this is pretty good. You know, like this is something that sunflower oil is bad and we don't want to consume it, but other ingredients, there's not one single real food item in the ingredients list. So it's imperative that we read the ingredients list when you're getting things that are coming in a box. Okay, what am I missing? Always love to have mushrooms. Shiitake, fantastic. Super medicinal, great for all sorts of things, great for salads, great to saute with butter and salt. I love having a good mushroom around, great for soups, stews, all that good stuff. The medicinal benefits of fungi are well explained in various other sources. I highly recommend them and love them always. Love to have some good mushrooms in the fridge at all times. Those are organic as well. Where are we? Sweeteners. Oh, before I leave the vegetable realm, love to have a good canned tomato. This is canned tomato sauce. We're getting ready to make a nice soup tonight. Tomato sauce is one of the ingredients. These are vine-ripened tomatoes. It's organic. Your ingredients: organic tomato puree, sea salt, organic cayenne, pepper. That's it. Super simple. Water as well. Super simple ingredients. I can read everything. I know what it all is. There you go. Keep that simple. Always, you know, it's good to have things like this, whether it's crushed tomatoes. I like to make a sauce here and there. Soups. You're making pasta, whatever it might be. Good to have a good canned tomato in the pantry. So that's what we've got there. Here's an example of a jar of marinated olives that's got good ingredients. This is olives, water, garlic pieces, salt, vinegar. Boom, done. Simple, great snack, nice thing to have for salads or as a side, as a little garnish, as accoutrement little appetizer. I love olives, good fats, low caloric density, tasty. Always keep some good olives in the fridge. So my point being, if you are looking for things like this, hey, you can always make your own. That's always an option. And there's good products out there. You can find things that are clean and aren't full of chemicals and all sorts of other stuff. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Oh, dates. Love the medjool dates. These are always good. Dates and butter, one of the best snacks on the planet. Give it a try. Thank me later. You just take a date, cut it in half, take the pit out, take a little slice of butter, put it in there, make a date butter sandwich. It's like an experience of God. I highly recommend it. Dates, nutrient dense, great for smoothies. If you're super active, these are great to have on the go. Good sugars, replenish glycogen stores, very nutrient dense. You know, people living out in the desert, they live off dates. Highly recommend. I always like to keep them in the pantry, have dates available. Okay, finally, good segue into our sweeteners. Once again, processed sugars, refined sugars, just stay away from it. We don't need it. We don't need that stuff. Nature is sweet enough. Good piece of fruit, sweet enough. If you're looking for something, some added sweeteners, I always go with organic dark maple syrup. That's it. That's all that's in there. It's clean, mineral dense, nutrient dense, good sugars. I love organic maple syrup. I also will go with raw honey. Raw honey is always fantastic because you're getting nutrients. These are natural things. Your body, your ancestors, the human animal has been consuming these things for millennia. So when you're looking for a sweetener, I always go maple syrup or raw honey. Okay? Keep it simple. Coconut sugar is another good alternative. But as far as the sweeteners go, just keep it simple. Keep it natural. That's about it, y'all. So my philosophy on food to wrap up. Go local as best you can. Hit your local farmer's market. That's going to be probably your best bet. 9 times out of 10. Your best bet, hit the local farmer's market. You're going to find local, which means it's in your vicinity. So all of the environmental factors that you're exposed to, this food is being birthed out of those environmental factors. So it's giving you all the nutrients you need to adapt your body to the environment that you're living in. That's why we're looking at local. And it's not traveling thousands and thousands of miles, therefore degrading in its potency. Local is best. Then you're going organic, biodynamic, regenerative farm. And then finally, look, the absolute key, whole, real foods. These are real foods. They came out of the ground. They came off a tree. They came out of an animal. Okay, these are the foods we want to consume. I guess I missed this final thing here, teas. I love drinking coffee and tea. Go organic. Tea are one of the most highly processed with pesticides and all sorts of stuff. So you want to get organic teas. Rose hips and hibiscus, always a nice option. Chamomile, great for sleep. Also, chamomile helps release free testosterone. So guys, chamomile before bed, pump up that T level. Chamomile. Ginger tea, always like to have that around, great for digestion. Once again, organic, whole, real foods. That's our focus when we're thinking about what we want to put in our bodies. Nourish yourself well. Take good care of yourself. Food is medicine. It's important what you're putting in your body. You either pay the farmer now or the doctor later, okay? This is fundamental. Food is our foundation of well-being. It starts here, what we're putting in our body. Lots of love to you guys. Do your best. Live well, eat well. We'll see y'all soon.